People have advocated that we use medications through social policy as a norm to deal with diseases that are causing a high rate of death and disability. I think in a country like America, it's unlikely this would ever happen. I think people do regard medications, because there are always benefits and risks to be considered, as something that's different than social policies related to things like the environment or schools or police. So I'm personally not in favor of national policies like this, but I'm very much in favor of very good educational programs and building medications into everyday life for people. The poly pill's been around for a long time as an idea. I think for a lot of people it probably will turn out to be beneficial. It's also obvious there are a lot of different ways of approaching the fact that multiple medications at perhaps lower doses might have a bigger effect than single medications at higher doses. I think the poly pill will be part of the background. I think it will get on the market, but I also think that with modern communication technologies and our ability to interact with people every day through very low-cost technologies like cell phones, there's no reason why we couldn't get people the right combination of medications for them over time. I think as we get better and better at understanding people and the human condition, it's important to focus on areas of vulnerability. And it's fair to say the vulnerable plaque, it's definitely an issue. That is, a lot of people have atherosclerosis, but there's something that triggers an event at a particular time. And if we could figure out exactly what those factors are, either inside the plaque or about the person, focusing the intervention at that time would be a very effective way to deal with a high-risk period of time. But I also think much of the action now needs to be in human behavior. Most of the ravages of atherosclerosis are a result of repetitive behaviors like what we eat, how much we exercise, whether we smoke, whether our blood pressure is controlled. And that can be dealt with much more effectively now that we have social media and everyone has a cell phone. It can be dealt with much more effectively through building in better health into routine practice. So what I'd say is let's use prevention in everyone. Let's intensify it for people that have a lot of risk factors or evidence of disease. But that shouldn't keep us from saying we can also identify people in super high periods of risk, maybe even by monitoring them using low-cost sensors, and tell when we really need to intervene, like you're really high risk in the next 24 hours of something bad happening, so let's take care of it. I think all this is possible at a very low cost now, so we're entering a new era.